Right. Good morning, everybody. Today we're going over a summary of the 8 power moves for success and the blueprint for your business going forward. I want to remind you of those 8 power moves, starting with the power mindset. And our guarantee is that if you follow this course, a course that I followed and built myself over 35 years, if you follow this course, you will put money in the bank in 60 days. In 60 days, it's a very clear, distinct way how to run your real estate business. Part of this course involves the Power Performance Tracker. Part of the course involves the Blueprint for Success calendar, which is 5 steps on your calendar. And part of the course is matching your declarations with news. All of these are documents that are key to your growth, the growth of your business, right? So I want to strongly encourage you. You may at the beginning just pick out 1 or 2 items, but you pick out all the items right up front and organize yourself. You will see a transformation of your business life. The first part of anything we do in life is our mindset. So I'm going to touch on this. This is probably the most fundamental aspect of what we do. With your 8 power moves for success, the most important starting point is that you understand that you're creating a life bigger than yourself. Creating a life bigger than yourself involves a new mindset, a high standard. And we talk a lot about the future you, creating a clear view of the future you. The future you is who you see yourself to be 1, 3, and 5 years from now. You think so much about future you that it becomes embedded in your subconscious and affects what you do and what you think every day. I could really stop right there and allow you to embed that now in your subconscious. You are going to create a future you vision. That is somebody a year, 3 years from now that you clearly envision. And the vision of that person is so clear that every day that person drives who you are today so that you become who you dream to be in the future. This is how you create a life bigger than yourself. And I'm going to give you a formula at the end of this that I'm going to go over tomorrow in the 8 power moves for success in the Win Team at 6:30 in the morning. So let's talk about that mindset real quick. Core mindset number 1 in the 8 power moves course is that you're going to describe and write down your future you in your power tracker. So you're going to have a manual. You go to the store, get a ring binder, print out these 8 power moves, and have your power tracker and clearly write down in your Win Team binder. Make sure you have one. Starting today, write down what your vision of future you is. You'll write it down in your power tracker. This vision of future you drives the highest levels of action. And then, of course, you're going to track each power move every day. So, core mindset number 1 is future you. Do you see it? Have you written it down? Is it in your Win Team manual? If it is, you are going to join Howard. You're going to join the guys who transform their lives. Core mindset number 2 is creating Agent Inc. This is a part of creating a life bigger than yourself. Creating Agent Inc. is the concept of your name being inked on the side of a building. So in this case, Howard W. Inc. Now, he has a different name for his corporation. You don't have to spend the money on the legal document right now. It's how you see yourself. Don't say to yourself, well, look, this is for somebody else. I'm not good at this. I'm good at that. When you have a corporation and there's a sign on that corporation, it's about the sum total of all the talent in that building. And you are going to learn systems that you will bring in assistants, you will bring in VAs, and they will back you up with the skills you don't have, and you will lead them with the skills you do have. So creating Agent Inc., understanding that you're doing this at 6:30 in the morning to create a business that 5 years from now you can sell. I want to see you guys in the next 5, maximum 10 years to have a business that somebody will come up and say, I'll give you $500,000 for that business. I'll give you $1 million for that business. I'll give you $2 million for that business based on the systems that you have set up, based on your client profiles, based on your organizational system, that you have a business to sell. Create Agent Inc. is core mindset 2. Core mindset 3 is creating what we call weekly matching. That's where you are defining at the beginning of the week your declaration for what you're going to do this week. Every one of you should have done it right now for this week. It's the first week of the month. This is the second phase of the month. You should have written down by now what your power declaration is for this month, because look, you're in the stage 1 was the last week of last month. Stage 2 is your power start based on the momentum you gained at the end of last month. And by now you have your declaration written down and ready to go so that you can have your headline at the end of the week. So again, core mindset 1, future you. Core mindset 2, Agent Inc. Core mindset 3 is matching, reaching high, dreaming big, matching your actions with your vision of the future you. And to do this, you're going to use your Power Declaration Manager tool every week. There's your Power Declaration Manager tool. You're going to use it every week. Core Mindset 4 is using the Power Calendar, because this Power Calendar right here creates awareness and results. Use these 5 stages every month to create unstoppable momentum. And Core Mindset 5 is very simple. Actions follow dreams. Use the power tools daily, and they're clear. You've got your Win Team manual, your power tracker, your power calendar, and the power declaration matcher. And in the middle of all of that is your vision of future you. Create yourself an environment for the 8 power moves for success. Develop an abundance mentality. Did you hear that, guys? An abundance mentality. You do that because you've joined the team. You surround yourself with leads, surround yourself with activity. Those of you who are attracting and want 50 people in your business a year from now, we're right now at 9 o'clock this morning. We have an organizational meeting. Yesterday, I had 2 organizational meetings with the offshore team. We're about to launch a team in Arizona, in Florida, in Texas. You guys can recruit to that team if you want to do that, right? Develop an abundance mentality. You can be abundant with us with the leads, you can be abundant with your personal business, and you could be in abundance with your attraction. Surround yourself with others who have the like mind that you do. Build a team around yourself of like minded people. Position yourself right in the middle of opportunity. That's why you're here. That's where you're going. And when I'm gone, you will still be a part of future you. That's what is so exciting. We are creating legacy together. And I want to strongly encourage you, don't stay at home all the time. Work in an office or workspace environment where you're around other people building business. It will deeply impact your business. So first part of the 8 power moves for success is develop a power mindset. Set yourself a high standard. You are building a legacy. You are creating a business life and personal life that is bigger than yourself. Power move number 2. Now, I want you to watch very closely, because you're going to see words that immediately are going to be either negative or positive to you. You're going to see words that, and it looks like I am running out of power here. So hold on a second, guys. All right, we're going to have to go to pause for a second. Hold on.
Plug it in, plug it
Hold on,
in.
hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
No.
No power. Hold on. All right. Bye-bye. All right, we're back in business. Okay, so here we go. Next power move. Power office open houses. I want to make this absolutely clear. This is a central piece to your 8 power moves for success, and it is not your ordinary open house. In your power tracker right here, each week you're going to schedule under Power Office Open House 3 Power Office open houses. They need to last between 2 and 3 hours each. They are not in your core time, right? So listen carefully to how you construct these. The whole purpose of the Power Office open house is that you set yourself in a power environment 3 times a week so that your week is not ordinary. It's bigger than yourself. Schedule 3 Power Office open houses a week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 hours, and leave enough time each day to show property or take new listings. So the timing of it is really important. Many of you have started these and you're working between 11 and 2 on a Saturday and Sunday. You're showing buyers before, you're listing properties afterwards on a Saturday and a Sunday. So the timing is very important and what you do in them. So your Power Office open house is a powerful productivity session. Treat your Power Office open houses as a productivity hub filled with action. You're walking into that Power Office open house to create a productivity hub where you integrate the other power moves for success. You're building the top of your funnel in this Power Office open house. So even if nobody comes to the actual open house part of this, the Power Office part of it is so powerful that you leave with money. You leave with results. So in the Power Office open house, you're going to schedule 3 a week. They're about power productivity. It's a productivity hub. And you know, I've taught on this now for several months, and I'm running into some of your open houses, and some of you guys are not quite listening to this. You're not quite hearing this. You are looking in your Power Office open houses for power results. You're going to leave the Power Office open house with 2 completed power hours done, and I'm going to explain those in a minute. You're going to have 2 completed reviews done, 2 completed social media posts done. It's a productivity hub. Your Power Office open house is about Power Connect. You start by taking the personal flyer that's at twtagents.com, meeting 10 neighbors, inviting them to come to that Power Office open house, getting their details, integrating their details in your Instagram. You're now becoming an influencer. I'm going to teach you how to influence people, how to influence lives. So your Power Office open house is about a Power Connect, power results, power productivity. You create a power environment. Now, there's a whole course on this that you can go to your portal and you can study this entire piece on Power Office Open House. This is just a summary today. You are creating a power environment in your Power Office open house. You're setting up a business environment. You set up your laptop. You set up a 42-inch screen. People come in. They see searches that you've got on the screen. They see your activity on the screen. You draw them into a vortex of power. In that Power Office open house, the minute you sit down, the minute your screen is set up, you're ready to go, your signs are out, you've invited neighbors, nobody's coming in yet, or they come in for the first 15 minutes, then it goes quiet. Now you have not only your power environment, now the power calls start. You open your CRM on your 42-inch screen, it's right there in front of you. You identify your high intent contacts, just like I do on Spearhead, and you start to drive. You start to drive for those appointments. Now you build your power funnel. You work your funnel with what I call the digital footprint technique. In the Power Office open house, you set up property alerts for every lead you got that week. You set up smart plans for every lead you got that week. Right now, you're reaching out with power from this activity hub because you're there in their house. You can't wander around the house. It looks weird if they've got cameras. You're sitting there driving power into your business. And before you leave that Power Office open house, guess what? You created a quick preview video of you setting up the signs. You created a quick preview video of the house itself. Pick a feature of the house that you really like, right? You can even look in Google and find what keywords are that people are looking for homes in your town, and you feature those keywords in your videos, and you create that power view and post it. So imagine now you walk away from a Power Office open house and nobody came. What did you get out of it? Well, you met 10 neighbors. That's at least 2 or 3 new numbers and new names to put into your custom audience in Facebook and in Instagram, right? You've got new people now in your CRM. What else did you do? You set up your screen, you had your CRM, you drove through your high intent customers, you saw the high intent customers, you reached out to them, you sent them blogs, and you have 2 appointments. Just because you did the open house, you leave the open house and you scroll through your archive on Instagram and you see 2 more posts. Do you see? This is what makes people different. This is what makes superstars. This is what makes people bigger than themselves. This is what makes you bigger than just making enough money to retire or just making enough money to get by. This is why people build glass buildings, because they understand that they're building something bigger than themselves. You're building power office open houses because down the road, you're going to have 5, 6, 7, 10 people on your team doing those power office open houses, driving your company because they yet aren't strong enough, mature enough. They're not yet dedicated enough to build their own power building, to build their own agenting. So they'll work with you because you will supply them, because you are bigger than yourself. Do you want to be bigger than yourself? Now, I'm not saying don't be confident in yourself. I'm not saying be down on yourself, but don't you want to be bigger than yourself? Don't you want to be bigger than where you are? Then take power moves for a power life. And that starts with a power mindset of future you that is powerful, that powerfully impacts the real estate world and everybody who touches you. Second, as a functionality, set up your Power Office Open House because it's free. And in that Power Office Open House, you can originate your own sphere of influence, your own personal leads, work the leads that we supply you on the Warburton team. So now you've got a dual functionality happening in that Power Office Open House. You want to make money? You're going to do 3 of these a week. They're right here. And every week when you go to your Win Team manual, in that Win Team manual, you're going to pull out your Power Performance Tracker, set them today. Set your Power Office open houses right here today for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you come back on Monday and it will transform the way you do business. All right. Let's go to the next one. And you can see here, it's definitely not my day today, guys. I just deleted this and I need to go back to the notes. So hold on 1 second here. Just give me a second. Hold on, guys. I'm very excited about this today. So you can see I'm a little bit all over the map. All right. So let's go down now to number 3. Number 3 is your power previews. I want you to understand these with me, okay? So let's just drag this right across here. I want to talk about the power previews and why they're so important. So right here, we got power mindset, we got power office open house, and now we've got power previews. A home preview, a community preview turned into a social media post. Let's look at this together. Many of you see these folks online who do everything from, I don't know, guys jumping off buildings to girls wearing bikinis to become a social media influencer. It's cool. It's great. We're in the real estate business. You're not in the modeling business. You're not in the athletics business, jumping off buildings. It's cool that you can jump off buildings. It's cool that you can do CapCut. It's cool. But what this is about building something that works for you now and when you're 30 and when you're 40 and when you're 50 and when you're 60. Something, look, if you're the one jumping off the building, you can't sell that 5 years from now. Now, you're going to make 0.0 0.003 of a cent each person that views. And if you want to be a social media influencer, go be a social media influencer. But if you want to be a powerful inked real estate business, you need to shift your mindset on how to use social media. Social media within the context of the real estate business is primarily to build a credibility archive of yourself. In the olden days, people used to have brochures of a business. Now, brochures of a business, of course, it's nice, it's pretty. Most people don't look at them. They want to see your brochure. Your brochure is your archive online. What do you do? When do you do it? And what kind of person are you in it? Right? So, one of your power moves for success is to create power previews. You're going to create 2 power previews a day, 5 days a week. Oh my gosh, Andrew, I can't do that. Do you see that? Right there. That's exactly what I mean. Build a business bigger than yourself. If you need somebody to help you with this, if you need to team up with others, learn that mentality that you're building bigger than yourself. You want to end that thinking that goes, I can't, I can't, I can't. How did I start this out? Create a life bigger than yourself. If you can't, you involve others who can, and you have the humility to let them teach you. That's when you're going to create a life bigger than yourself. Now, look at the importance of power previews. What do I mean here? Oh my gosh, Andrew, I can't do 2 of those fancy videos, jumping off a building and this and that, putting on the music and so. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about creating an archive that is valuable to people. So you create 1 home and 1 community video a day, 5 days a week. If you do that, you'll have 10 posts a week. That's 520 in a year. You will have more personal business so you know what to do with. All you have to do is do it. That's your power move. You go, Andrew, how do I find the time? Let me tell you how you find the time. When I say 2 previews, one is about a home. If you actually go to a home and preview a home, it puts you in touch with the community. Then when you speak to buyers in Starbucks, when you speak to sellers that you meet at church, you can say, I was just in this home the other day. I was just in that home the other day. But when you go and you run by that power preview home, pick open door homes, pick vacant homes, go and do a quick preview of the home, any home that's vacant, do a preview, and then adjacent to that, a quick community video. Andrew, I'm dropping the kids off at school. Great, that's a community video. Hey, here's the school where I drop off my kids, right? This is Andy. I've been dropping my kids off here for the last 5 years. And I love it. And the math teacher is great. That's a community preview. You're walking your dog in the morning. Whip out your phone. You know you've got it with you. Film the dog park, right? You're going to get your Starbucks. Film where the Starbucks is, because people are buying real estate from you. And when they come in from out of town, they want to know where the local Starbucks is. Hey, by the way, the freeway's right over here, Starbucks. And there's a whole training I have on this. In your power previews, you're going to create 2 power previews a day, 5 days a week. Many of you know you've not done that. And many of you are saying, Andy, I didn't put one in escrow last month. Well, this is the reason why. It's this level of power that drives you where you will never not put a property in escrow. I started selling escrow in 1990. While I was selling real estate, I never did not put a property in escrow in a month. It never happened. Why? Because I had a power mentality from the beginning. So, power move. Create power previews. You're going to build what's called an archive scroll of your life in real estate. Put it on IG or TikTok. Facebook's okay. It's basically for older people like me. IG, TikTok, if you're doing 55 plus, you can do more Facebook. You need to be on these dynamic media where the generations that are going to feed your business 20 years from now are coming up through, right? Educate and impress buyers and sellers with what you do, not with what you say, with what you do. When I meet customers with a net, I just simply scroll through and go, yeah, yeah. So you see these agents just join with us here, yeah. And you can see here, this is the last open house. Yeah, this is us putting out signs. That's what it's going to be like when we sell your home. Yeah, you see this preview we did on the home? That's what we're going to do on your home. And you're scrolling through, right? It's got nothing to do with bikinis at this point. It's got nothing to do with me jumping off buildings. They want to know who you are. You're not going to show up to an open house in a bikini. You're not going to show up to their open house jumping off a building. They want somebody there that talks about their home. They want somebody there who knows about their community. So you've got to put a sign on the side of the building that says what you are all about. I'm about my community. Look at 76 posts last year because I'm involved in my community. Everything that you do, you take a quick vignette, you pop it up on social media. Quick vignette, you pop it up on social media. Over and over, now you're creating power previews. Post those reels and create social context. Create proof of concept messaging for your business. What is the message? When you look at your Instagram, what's the message that you're conveying? Convey a power message that reflects your business. Convey that power message. Yes, it should have the brightness of your personality. Yes, if you're handsome or you're pretty, that's a wonderful asset to have. What people are really looking at is, can they trust you to buy? Will it be fun to work with you? Can they trust you to negotiate interest rates, buy downs? Can they trust you to find a home? Do you show up using your CRM? Do you show up with your device buzzing because people are contacting you? Are you somebody in demand because of your power knowledge in the real estate business? So the third part of the power moves for success, right? Your power mindset, your power office open houses, your power previews. Now, what's next is your power hours. 2 power hours a day, right? So let's look at this. So I could tell you more about power previews. You just need to look at the video on power previews. Next is your power hours with purpose. So in your tracker right here, here's your tracker. Each day you put in, all right, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, here's my power office open houses, 11 to 2, 11 to 2, 11 to 2. Power mindset. Each day you log something about your mindset. Attended win team 6:30. Mindset to succeed. Attended win team 6:30. 2 new escrows going in this week. Attended winter, right? Each day you're going to put something in about your power mindset. Each day you're going to schedule Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You work to set up your power office open house, and you're going to put those in your Google Calendar. Your power preview posts, you do 2 on Monday, you log it in. 2 on Tuesday, you log it in. 2 on Wednesday, you log it in. Now your power hours. Look at it, 2 power hours a day. You're like, oh my gosh, Andrew. So you're saying you're not willing to invest 10 hours a week in your business? You're not willing to discipline yourself to spend 2 hours out of 24 every day, and yet you want to be a millionaire? No, guys. You're looking to build a business that you can sell for $500,000, $1 million. You want to sell your business. You know why? Because you've got a robust book of business. You've got a robust online archive. You've got a robust funnel, and I'm going to teach you about that in a minute. So the next piece is your power hour. What do you do in your power hours? This is where you show deliberate dedication. 2 hours daily to business growing activities. Power action number 1 is set up your property alerts and market reports for prospects. That's how we've gone from 100 people a month hitting our website to 100,000 a month in 4.5 years. That's how we've gone from 10 emails a day being opened, where now we never have a day where less than 1,000 people open emails from us in 4.5 years. Is that a business that somebody would buy? Absolutely it is. I just don't want to sell it. I want to grow it with you guys around the United States of America. I want to go, 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 grow, grow, grow. So when I'm gone, I've left a legacy behind. You work with my son. You work with my wife. You work with yourself. You build your own team. You copy me. You build it. You duplicate it. We're all in EXP. We can build 100 of these businesses and sell 100 of these businesses. So in your power hours, you're going to set up property alerts and market reports in your power hours. You're just going to check. They don't have one, set it up. Check. They don't have one, set it up. Because when they do, you create that circle of life, we call it. The circle of life where people come back to you and back to you and back to you in your business. Power action number 2 is sending out personalized video messages, blog emails, and newsletters. You're going to learn this month how to do your newsletter. I'm going to teach you how to do the newsletter. So in your power hours, you're setting up property alerts. In your power hours, you're sending out personalized video messages. In your power hours, you're setting up your CRM farming email campaigns. We call it batch emails. It takes 15 minutes maximum to write an email and send an email to 500 people. And you get those leads from us. So in your power hours, you're purposeful. Batch email out, done for the week. Boom. Personalized video messages, 5 or 6 of those. Send blogs. You take a link off GoWP Now, a blog, you drop it into a text, drop it into another text, drop it into another text, drop it into another text. See the power in my voice? You see the power in this action? It's not just, oh, I sent a blog. Oh, I replied to a customer. You want something you want to sell for $500,000, $1 million, $2 million. People are going to look at you and go, how long have you done this? Oh, I've done it 3 years. Cool. In those 3 years, how many people are following you? Oh, I see you've got 10,000 followers. Good. In those 3 years, what CRM have you built? How many people do you have that are high intent right now? How many hots? How many warms? How many colds do you have? They're going to go into your database and say, how many messages did you send out? How many emails did you send out? What's the open rate on your email? How much time do you invest every day? How many people do you have investing how much time every day? And the value goes up and up and up and up and up and up. You say, no, Andrew, I don't want that. I just want commissions. That's okay. If you just want commissions, listen to what I'm teaching you. Do these things. You have more commissions you can ever possibly imagine. But if you want something bigger than yourself, I'm going to teach you how to scale this. Your power hours are the time to identify high intent customers and set appointments. Your power hours are the time that you block your calendar. And I want you, starting right now, today, go in and book in your power hours. When's it going to be Monday? When's it going to be Tuesday? And when you do it, check it off, 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 check it off. And at the end of the week, you've got right here, you put in 10 power hours. The next week you do 12 power hours. The next week you do 11 power hours. The next week you do 14 power hours. And at the end of the month, you look at your tracker for each week and you see the power of your business. Well, I just did it again. So let's go now to the fourth power move. So here we go. Hold on. All right. So first of all, power mindset. Secondly, power office open houses. Third, power previews. Fourth, power hours. Now let's talk about the next piece, which is power offers, right? So here on your power performance tracker, listen to me. Every Win Team member, you're expecting to write 2 offers a week. So every day you get out of bed and say, who's going to write an offer? What does that make you do? It drives you towards your power office open house. It drives you towards your power hours because you know you have to find 2 people who will write offers a week. That's 8 a month. Out of those 8, 25% will go into escrow. That's 2 a month. That's 24 a year. You've got 24 deals a year. I've thought about this, guys, for nearly 40 years and done it myself for 35 years. I never got out of bed in the morning without thinking, who's going to write an offer today? Who's going to write an offer today? Who's going to write an offer today? Power offers. Power offers, you want a minimum that you're writing 2 of those power offers a week for different clients. Now, write at least 2 contracts a week. This is the win mindset. Create the next step and write contracts. Even if pre-qualification isn't complete, write it up. You know why? Because it joins the customer to you. Write up offers. Even if the home isn't quite ready to list, list it anyway with a coming soon. Develop in your mindset as a Win Team member, you're a contract person. Somebody says they're interested in selling, get it listed with a coming soon of 2 weeks. But Andy, it's going to take 4 weeks to fix it up. I don't care. Go back out, cancel it after 2 weeks, write up another one with 2 weeks coming soon. But the fact that you got it signed means that you're now a power player. You're now a power player, not a power talker, not a power in it. You're a power player because your mentality is, I'm going to write 2 offers a week. Either an offer at a listing, 2 listings, 2 offers, 2 a week. That's 8 a month. 25% end up in deals. That's 2 a month. That's 24 deals a year. Power offers and power listings, intentional showing, intentional home visits. Approach every showing with the intention of writing an offer in the home and on the spot. Every single time somebody says to you in Starbucks, you need to watch my training on this, guys. Please watch it again about your power offers and your power listings. Somebody meets you in Starbucks and says, I'm thinking about selling. You go, that's fantastic. Hold on. You give them your Starbucks. You go out to your car. You go to your sales box in the back of your car. You've got your seller presentation binders. You've got your buyer presentation binders. You come back. You say, let me have my coffee back. You give them the power listing package or your power buyer package and say, what's the best time to come over and look at your home? Your intention is to move now. So many agents, they do one thing for the day and they're done. Or somebody says, I'm interested in buying, I'm interested in selling. They say, well, I'll set up a search for you. No, set up an appointment. Set up an appointment. Can you go look at homes today? I need a couple of hours to find you the best deals. It's 10 o'clock. How about 4 o'clock this afternoon? Now you're a power player, powering through power offers, power listings, power open houses, power mindset, power hours. And that's why I say it's 8 power moves to success. I've lived in power for nearly half a century. Do you want to live in power? And part of that, yes, is power relationships with your family, power relationships with your kids, your spouse. But don't use that as an excuse not to drive a powerful business life. Your family member enjoys the benefits of the fact that you can pay for dinner. You can pay for lunch. You can give them extra money for their gas. You can slip $200 in your granddaughter's purse because you know she's struggling at college. You can slip $200 in your grandson's pocket because you know he needs something at school. You're the one who can help somebody with their house payment. You're the one who can drop $500 in somebody's pocket because their car payment is behind. You're the one that can invite somebody over to your home and it has a homeliness in it. You're the one that can have the pool party. You know why? Because you're a power player. You're in power action. You've got power open houses. You've got power hours. You've got a power mindset. You're living a life bigger than yourself. And the people around you who you love can benefit from that. And don't say, Andrew, it's not just about money. Let me tell you something. Everybody you know lives somewhere and it costs money. Everybody you know has a car and it costs money. Everybody you know needs gas or an electrical charge and it costs money. Everybody you know eats and it costs money. Everybody you know wears clothes and it costs money. Everybody you know travels and it costs money. Everybody you know goes to church and it costs money.
Yay.
Build a power life. Power offers, power listings, power hours, power open houses. This is why I get up at 5 o'clock every day to encourage you and inspire you to build a business you can sell. What's the next piece? It's your power funnel. And here it comes right here. Power hours, 2 a day. Power offers. It says there, write 1 offer a week. I've doubled it, by the way, just to let you know. Power offers. And what's next after power offers? Here it comes, your power funnel. So let's talk about the power funnel real quick. So your power funnel. This is what I call your circle of life. At the top of your funnel, you start with cold contacts. Get lots of them. That's why you're on the Warburton team. Well, I took 1 lead last week. That's great. Thank you. That's super. It's not powerful. It's a beginning. It's a start. I'm not nailing you. I'm not upset with you. I'm just saying you want a power life, use power actions. I do spearheads every day. There's 6 to 10 people on it. There's 170 people on the team.
Yes.
Out of those 170 people, 26 of them put stuff in escrow last night. That leaves another, what is it,
Okay, what is
144,
that?
right? So listen, guys, your power funnel. Build a powerful top of funnel. Start with cold contacts. Get lots of them. Volume is vital. Fill the top of your funnel.
Okay.
Volume is the key to velocity. Did you hear those 2 V
Sounds
words?
good.
Could somebody mute themselves, please? Because you're not muted and it's disrupting the entire recording, please. Listen, volume is vital. Fill the top of the funnel. Volume leads to velocity. Use multiple lead sources, team leads, contacts from your Power Office open houses, and Power Preview. Some of you go, look, I want more personal business. Great. Build personal business. It will not give you enough volume unless you fill it with team business. Some of you say, I've got tons of team business. Good, because you're starting to build a volume base for a volume personal business. You're going to sell a business that has a volume of business. Nobody wants to buy a business that can close one deal a month. It's not a business, it's a job. Now, if you need that job right now, you're in the right place. I'll teach you how to do that job. But if you want a business is built on volume. You can't have a sandwich guy say, I sell a sandwich a day to my personal friends. I want $500,000 for my sandwich business. No, you've taken that sandwich, you've written down what the formula is, you've trained other people to make it, you've opened a small spot, even if it's a trailer, and you track your customers, you put your customers on a database, you know how often they show up, you know what the cost per customer is, you know what the revenue per customer is, and at the end of 5 years, you got a long string of customers, you got a sandwich formula, you've got people that you've trained, and you can sell that business. So a power funnel. A power funnel is what I call your circle of life. It starts with cold contacts. That's top of the funnel. Middle of the funnel is where you turn your cold to warm using what I call the digital footprint. This is where you use all the digital tools that I give you. You're driving contacts to your subdomain. I don't care if that subdomain's on KV Core. I don't care if that subdomain is on Lofty. I strongly encourage you to use a subdomain of GoWP Now. You're driving people to your subdomain. When you drive people there, AI picks them up. AI then talks to them. You get a push notification somebody's talking to AI. You've got a lead. You drive people to your site. You sit in your Power Office open house. You send out your batch emails. Somebody opens the email. It triggers off Lofty. You get a push notification. You've got a live customer. How many live customers do you want opening emails from you 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now? Are you really okay that you're just going to close a deal a month or 2 deals a month? You're going to do that the rest of your life? That's okay. It's good. It's wonderful. We're happy for you. Or do you want 5 other people doing it? You want to manage those people? How much independence do you need? How much strength do you need? How much do you want to sell? How much do you want to sell your business for you? How much is your future you worth? What's the price tag on your future you? How much are you worth and how do you get there? Oh, Andy, I'm worth millions. How? How? By doing power moves, building a power business, having a power life. May you be the one that has the cash in your back pocket, that when somebody's in trouble, your hand dips in and you touch somebody's life. Top of the funnel is filling your funnel with leads. Middle of the funnel is creating warmth in those leads. You're watching for push notifications. You're watching for direct messages on your social media. You're interacting with Messenger. It's that interaction that I teach you, that awareness online, running your business from your cell phone. You communicate regularly in real time. This is a huge part of what I teach. It's that real time communication with the people in your funnel. You're using video texts. You're using inline video emails. You're using Loom market reports, email campaigns, smart plans, newsletters once a month. You go, Andrew, how do I do all this? It's called a virtual assistant, $6 to $8 an hour. And you pay them maybe 40 bucks a week, 160 bucks. Don't you think if all of this was going on in your business would grow, it'd be worth more? How much is your future you business worth? How happy are you as the future you? And you know what? I've met many, 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 many thousands of people in many, many countries in my life. And I will tell you that by and large, the people who have money, not rich, but have money that they can bless others are the happiest people on earth. And here's the irony. Every person that I met when I was a pastor or in a church or missionaries, every one of those people needed what? Money. So you either face the reality for yourself or you ask for money from other people who face the reality that nothing in this life happens without money. No church is built. No funeral is conducted. No wedding is conducted. Nothing is done that doesn't cost money somewhere. No shoe is given free forever. So either you're going to be a person that blesses others, or you're going to be an idealist that takes money from other people who understand they want to bless others. It's one or the other. So your power funnel, you fill the top of the funnel, you make the middle of the funnel warm, and that drives you through to closings and sales. All right. What's the next power move in the power moves to success? Your power funnel. Now you've got this whole piece of growing yourself, but I want to touch on this first, is your power relationships. As you do this developmental funnel, you will build power relationships, and that leads to the bottom of your funnel. You're going to build long-term relationships using automations, anniversary automations, and so on. You're going to use long-term postcard campaigns. You're going to create a monthly newsletter. By the end of this month, you'll have it with a video. At the end of 4 years, when you can sell your business, you say, yeah, by the way, here's my last 48 newsletters. The open rate of my newsletters is 56%. The response rate to my newsletters is 7%. And out of that 7%, I've yielded this much revenue 24, 36 months in a row. That is a business you can sell. Bottom of funnel transactions reflects the power of your relationships. You invite past clients to events. You use iconnect to connect with them permanently. Can you imagine when you sell your business saying, yeah, I've had 700 people sign up on iconnect. They all contact me directly through video connection. Great. Can I take those calls? Yes, buy my business. You offer clients your agent on demand, unique experience that you have through iconnect. You promote your private web domain. All of these things create power relationships. Let's come down to the last piece. The last piece, as you grow your 8 power moves to success, is you make sure that you are building yourself in power mastery over yourself. Guys, are you mastering yourself? Are you mastering your life? And you say, Andrew, I'm trying. Good. Try harder. Are you mastering your life? Are you growing yourself? Dedicate 15 minutes a day for self-development. When you look at your power calendar, it's right here. Look, here it is. In your power calendar, of course, I just turned it off. There's your power calendar. And here's your, I lost the power tracker and I beg your pardon. In your power tracker, go into your power tracker and each day check off. What did you learn today? What did you learn today? Each day, piece by piece in your power mastery, check off what you learned today. Dedicate 15 minutes a day for your self-development. Create your personal growth plan by identifying future you. Tomorrow, I'm speaking at an RREP event. I'm speaking on the millionaire mindset. And you're going to see me, all I have is 4 slides. And all there is 4 phrases on 4 slides. And I'm going to pour out to you my heartfelt mission for how you can truly build a life bigger than yourself. I hope to see you there at our offices. It's going to be well north of 100 people there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dedicate 15 minutes a day to building your future you so it's embedded in your subconscious. Gabriella, I want it so deeply embedded in your subconscious that it drives you to be the prima donna of real estate in the hospital network. Build a future vision of yourself that exceeds anything anybody's ever imagined for you. Be constantly aware of future you. Practice your scripts. Watch your motivational content. Learn new technology. And I would encourage you to do this as well. Choose a Power Boost partner every 60 days and switch them out so that you're growing together. These are the 8 power moves for success. I've even developed for you something here called an implementation plan, and I'm going to send it out to you today, right? And in this implementation plan, I summarize future you, write down your future you, ink yourself, how to build up a vision and a structure where you're incorporating yourself, how to use the 8 power tools and what they are every day, how to do a weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annual review of your business, how you match Future You, where you match your news headlines with your projections every week. Have you done your projection for this week? Is it done, guys? What's your declaration for this week? What are you going to do this week? What's your vision for this week? And at the end of the week, you write down a news headline that expresses exactly what you achieved during your week. All of these aspects are part of the 8 power moves to success. I really hope, guys, that today you enjoyed this. I really hope that you engage with this, that you commit to this, that you see a vision of future you that says, this is what I want for my life. I am here to help you accomplish this. Look over this with me one more time. Come back to the beginning. We talk in the Win Team every morning about 8 power moves for success. Have you set your power mindset? Do you see your future you? Have you got out now your Win Team binder? And in that Win Team binder, you have your power tracker. You have your declarations page and you have your calendar. Have you booked your Power Office open houses? Have you planned your power previews? Have you set your power hours? Are you intent on writing your power offers? Are you building a power funnel? Are you mastering yourself? And are you building power relationships? My vision for you is that years from now, and that's not 100 years from now, the 26 of you watching this today, how many of you will have a business worth $500,000 3 years from now? How many of you will have a business that somebody will come to you and say, I want to buy your business? Let's have a look at the chat. Let me ask you this. How many of you here are here to build a personal business at first to generate money? And how many of you are here to build a business that you can sell? And how much is it worth 5 years from now? Let's see some feedback in the chat. By the way, tomorrow morning, I'm going to give you a formula and you're going to love it. The formula is how to be greater than yourself. And I'm going to give you a formula. You've never heard me say it before. All right, a business to sell, Angelica. How much is it worth? When you decide how much it's worth, you need to reverse engineer how to build that value. Generate money, but open to creating a business to sell. Great, Richard. Great. That's exactly what we're going to do. Business to sell, color. Good. All right, that's too big, Jonathan. 500K to 10 million. Which is it? Is it 500K or 10 million? Here's the reason why, brother. Watch. You have to reverse engineer this. If you say it's going to be worth 500,000, we're going to reverse engineer the actions it takes to build a $500,000 business. If you're going to reverse engineer a $10 million business, you and I have a completely different dialogue. So you need to decide what it's going to be worth. Build a business, Teresa. Okay, how much is it going to be worth? Would you pay $500,000 for your business? Usually people will pay, let's say 4 to 6x revenue, 4 to 6x earnings of that business, right? So if your business makes $100,000 a year and it's done it for a period of time, maybe somebody will give you 400,000 provided you have the structure. Grow my business, Patricia. Great. Yes, my business, $1 million value. How many people do you know that have sold their real estate sales business for $1 million? I don't know one. I do know
Zero.
I know a couple of brokers who sold. In all the years I've made real estate friends, I've never known one. Their business dies with them. Some of them say, look, I'm going to move to Colorado. I'm going to move here. I'm going to move. Exactly, Leslie. I'm going to move here. I'm going to move there. And they take like a 20% referral fee from a friend. And after a year, they've fallen out with that friend because the friend doesn't pay them anymore. I'm talking about you see, they don't retire, they expire. That's exactly right. Are you with me on this, guys? This Win Team is more than you realize. Are you with me that we help each other build businesses that we can sell, that have a structured CRM, that have structured power moves, that have structured revenue, that have a return on investment, that have structured advertising, that have people. You don't have to have people full time. You can have 10 VAs that you pay $500 a month each to. That's $5,000 a month. With 10 VAs, you can dominate the world, but you have to have structure. Will you join with me on the Win Team? Will you join with me to build businesses that you can sell. And I understand right now you need to generate revenue. There's your 8 power moves to success. It's up to you. Go fill that calendar. Go fill that calendar. And the minute you say, I'm too busy to do it, hire a VA so that you're not too busy to do it. You need 2, 3 years of building that calendar and bringing other people around with you. When you've got that structure, you have a business you can sell. That took 28 minutes. I love you. Tomorrow, NAREP, Millionaire Mindset. Wednesday, I'm going to teach you about this formula to be greater than yourself. Tomorrow morning, greater than yourself formula. This is a power packed week. This is your first week of the month. Look at your power calendar, guys. It's the first week of the month. In this first week of the month, it is absolutely critical. Look at this, that you start with power. Make sure all your power moves are engaged. Get on that phone. Get out there in your power open houses. Send out your blogs. Create that future you action methodology. And this first week, guys, let's drive it. Let's create the biggest month ever. Oh, and by the way, when you put it in escrow, keep it in escrow. I'm going to teach you how to do that on Wednesday. I love you. Peace out. I hope this really benefited you today. Powerful people on the win team. Thanks for joining me.